3, 2, 1.
Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular. Mystery reading number 1155. My name is Elizabeth, and before getting into this reading, if you are a recurring viewer, you enjoy my work, and you would like to help support it, feel free to do so by sticking around and hitting that subscribe button down below, and ringing the notification bell next to it if you feel called to. And if you do feel called to subscribe and stick around, welcome, and thank you very much for your support in helping me reach 300 subscribers at this time, as well as your presence during this reading. So, I want to start this reading by saying the number 111 could be significant for somebody. And as soon as I looked down at the timer just now, I saw the number 123, which is about trusting that everything happens for a reason. So, if the number 111 is significant to you, it is significant to you for a reason. You are coming across this reading, these messages, for a reason. There can also be a pretty powerful call for somebody here to really have more trust and more faith. Trust and believe in yourself, what you're capable of in the universe, what is possible for you, and whatever process you are currently going through right now. Maybe there is something here that you have been trying to be patient for. And as soon as I said that, I saw the number 222 on the timer, which can be confirmation of a significant relationship or situation that is on your mind. Maybe a relationship or a situation that you have had to have been patient with. The number 222 can also be a reminder or confirmation for you to be very wise with your decisions at this time. Protect yourself, your resources, your investments, and just be wise. And I don't know if you heard it, there was a cat meowing at my door. She's going to have to wait because I'm kind of in the middle of something here. She might end up causing some distractions here. But this reminds me of how cats are, for me, they are linked to intuition and mystery, as well as some magic, in my opinion. So maybe you are facing the unknown right now and you're having to rely on your intuition and the magic that the universe shows you through signs, messages, guidance, coincidences, things like that. But really had a lot to talk about there in the beginning, more than I thought I would. But let's move on into the number 1155. And there are two ones in this number, which we already talked about, the number 111 and those messages about having trust and faith. And so it really feels like those messages are being really reinforced with these two ones here. Trust what your intuition is telling you, your instincts, where they are guiding you, and believe in your strength, what you are capable of, the kind of mindset, belief system that you are capable of having in a way that supports you rather than, works against you. The number 5, of course, also has 2 5s here in this 1155. And this number is about change, transformation. Maybe you're in the middle of some sort of transition, and this could be personal, changing your mindset, your feelings, your beliefs, maybe even your physical body, just a personal transformation. Or it can be a relationship that is transforming. As I mentioned before, a significant relationship or situation. Maybe there is something significant here about a relationship or situation transforming. Or it could be both. It could be both a personal transformation and an external transformation. And whoa, I just saw the number 555 on the timer. That's a powerful confirmation of the idea of change, transformation, some sort of transition. It's very clear to me with this number so far that the main messages are trust, faith, and change. So whatever changes you are going through, have trust and faith in them, or at least your ability to navigate through them. Adding up these numbers, 1 plus 1 is 2, and 2 plus 5 is 7, 7 plus 5 is 12, and 1 plus 2 is 3. And the number 3 is about expressing yourself, using your voice, communicating, and taking an opportunity to heal and to grow, and being committed to honestly and authentically expressing yourself, healing and growing. And it could be all 3 of these things, unironically, or it could be just one thing, where maybe using your voice is significant, or just healing, just growing. Well, healing and growing, they kind of go hand in hand, but just take what resonates is what I'm really trying to say here. Overall, with the number 1155, powerful messages here for both the number 1 and the number 5, to really ground yourself in trust and faith in yourself, what you're capable of, in the universe, and what is possible for you. And I want to encourage you to pay attention to any signs or messages, any spiritual communication that could be presenting itself to you, because it may be trying to help you navigate some sort of change or transition, or prepare you for some sort of change or transition, or to at least help you have more trust and faith in a change or transition that you have already gone through. There is encouragement here, if it aligns with you, to express yourself honestly and authentically, and if the opportunity is there, to allow yourself to heal and to grow. And it's even possible that there is a deeper commitment that needs to be made around using your voice and growing, healing as a person. So there is only one deck of cards on the table for this reading for you, which is the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot cards. And I'm just going to pull 3 of these cards to get more detail, more context, more messages for you, whether they are related to the number 1155 or not. So the first card I have here is very relevant, actually. This is the Death card in reverse. And I think that this card is very relevant because the Death card, it's all about transition. It's a major ending here, especially if there's cycles that you're trying to end, unhealthy, toxic ones. when the Death card is in reverse, this tells me that there is a resistance to some sort of change or personal transformation, or it's pending. Like the path that you're on right now is going to lead to a major ending. You know, really putting something to rest, as the idea of an ending or the idea of death implies. The Death card has the number 13 on it, and I have two messages for this number 13. The first one is about good luck and good fortune. So it does feel like if you follow through with some sort of change or transition, it is going to pay off, whether it's immediate or down the line. It feels like it is part of the payoff, whatever that means for you. Another message that I have for the number 13 is about your ancestors, past loved ones, whether you knew them in this life or not, and them supporting you to try to create more stability in your life. This could be on a psychological level, a spiritual level, or on a physical, material level. All your ancestors really want for you is to survive, to truly be safe and secure, but also to thrive, to build off of that safety, that security, and putting this extra focus on something that means a lot to you instead of being distracted by fear or anxiety or unhealthy, toxic relationships or situations. It's very clear that something does need to come to an end, and it could be a repeating pattern, repeating cycles, repeating thoughts, repeating decisions that just are not getting you the outcome that you want or that you really deserve. Let's go ahead and draw out the next card here. I'm actually going to draw out the last two cards. I'm going to draw out both of them. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. I just felt connected to the Five of Swords, which tells me that there is an internal conflict going on here. It could just be a battle, or it could be a war where you're finally facing the root cause of, let's just say, whatever is standing in your way, whatever issues you are dealing with within you. In reverse, this says work or money struggles. Good luck. Wow. Unexpected opportunities just in time. And upright, it says material scarcity, not enough money. Don't be scared to ask for help. And the last card that I have is the Page of Pentacles. And this one in reverse says learn from experience, let go, move on, more opportunities, optimism, disappointment, and frustration. Upright, it says great idea, plan for success, a burst of creativity and energy, inspired new journey. I feel like this is what is waiting for you. Some sort of realization, some sort of idea, a plan for success, a burst in creativity and energy and inspiration, and starting a new journey. That's potential. If you allow something to come to an end as you deserve for it to, even if it's difficult, sometimes the hardest love to give is tough, I guess I can say. Starting with the Five of Pentacles over here, what really stood out to me was two things, which were good luck and the number 5. That message about good luck and good fortune, it wasn't just remember that good things can happen to you type of thing. It was something good can happen to you, the potential is there, and whether you receive this goodness depends on how you move forward, the decisions that you make. If you allow something or some sort of relationship that isn't healthy for you to come to an end. And of course, the number 5 stood out to me because we already talked about the number 5 quite a bit, the idea of change and transformation, really enforcing that something needs to change so you can recover, you can improve, things can get better. And with this Page of Pentacles, let me take a closer look at this again. The idea of letting go and moving on. I just saw the number 555 on the timer. It's very clear that you need to allow yourself to do that so you can learn and embrace better, more prosperous, more supportive opportunities. Even, I feel like whenever we experience loss, it can be so easy to fall into pessimism, but we can't allow ourselves to forget that there is more. There will always be more, unless you give up or you take other routes of stopping your ability to have more. Somebody here could be experiencing this feeling of escapism, really wanting to escape. And it feels like it's connected to the inner child. You could definitely be dealing with a scary, unstable situation. And I feel like now is a really good and important time for you to connect with your younger self, especially to try to help you learn something or realize something that you need to learn or realize to get back your motivation and your focus. And when I say motivation and focus, I was specifically seeing the Ace of Swords card that I have that's in reverse, that comes from this exact deck, and it says no motivation, no focus. It does feel like there is an opportunity here for you to learn or to realize something, as I've been saying, and for it to turn into an emotional release that will give you the opportunity to express your passion, and I want to say your love. And this realization, the love, the feelings, the passion will attract an opportunity that meets your intensity where it is at. You know, that really matches whatever you're realizing or learning, whatever you're feeling, and whatever drives you. Overall, this message is here to strongly encourage you to have a trust and faith in some sort of major change or transition within yourself or in your life, trusting that it is going to pay off, it's going to lead to good luck, your karma is going to change, and things are going to get better. It will allow you to recover, to heal something deep within you, to give you the inspiration, the ideas that you need to keep moving forward. And for a specific message here, if you feel like, oh, well, even if I go through this change, what do I do from there? Don't worry about it till you get there. Don't cross that bridge until you get there. And when you do get there, ask yourself what really means the most to you, and how can you use what you've learned, what you feel, what you believe to fulfill some sort of purpose, to invest in something bigger than you, maybe even to create something. If you are experiencing a resistance to some sort of change or transformation, strongly encourage you to look at what that resistance really is, so you can, remove the blockage, stop the resistance from happening, and allow yourself the path of recovery, growth, inspiration, and healing.